That puts a whole new perspective on fooling for somebody, doesn't it? Hi, and welcome back to day 4 of this YouTube challenge to help you reignite your creativity, even if you're after 40 to 50. Sorry, the whole camera phone just did it for me. Anyway, today's video we're going to talk about sharing your work even when you're scared. Okay. Yesterday we talked about imposter syndrome and what that looks like, what that feels like, and we talked about ideas and ways to come through or to manage those imposter syndromes. Well, today that clicks in perfectly with today, because the idea of sharing your work is like, it's scary. It's scary as hell. Like, because the first thing is you're thinking that judgment. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got a voice. And they're going to point at your work and they're going to say it's stupid, or they're going to say it doesn't make sense, or look, that's out of focus, or what do you think you're doing there? Yeah, look, here's the thing. That's their opinion. That's their opinion. And they're entitled to it. But that doesn't mean that you have to carry that with you. That doesn't mean that you have to take that on. That doesn't mean that should stop you or hold you back from what you're doing. And which is half the reason a lot of people don't share what they do. Like, half the reason why a lot of people don't share the photography projects that they do for themselves too. And the other reason is they don't. It's none of anybody else's business except for them, and that's perfectly okay too. Because I've done them. I've done projects where it's just for me and for nobody else, and they don't need to see it because it's not for them. It's for me. It's for my own journey, my own self-discovery, my own creativity, my own brainstorming, my own beauty, my own magic. We can have magic too. That brings me to the next thing, is that you have a voice. You have a say. You have a choice. You can say to share or not to share. It's as simple as that. You don't need to feel obligated that the things that you create, that you have to share them. You have to put it on social media. You have to go and put it here and there and everywhere. Listen, trust me, I did that. I was sharing every single day about, parts of my business, parts of my journey, and it's bloody exhausting. I'm just going to say it out loud. It's exhausting beyond measure. So I actually stopped doing it as often. I only post, here, there, and sometimes if I feel like it or if I need to. But I don't post every day. And it is so freeing. It is so good. It is so great to have something and do things just for myself, where I don't have to, I'm not sharing that with anybody, because it's something that fills up my cup. It's something that fills up my creativity and makes me feel good. And you can do that. You can do that too. You can fill up your own creative cup and not share it. You can go and create incredible projects with your camera and not share it. They don't need to know. The world doesn't need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know the why of what you're doing it. Why are you doing it? You need to know that, you're capturing your things that are important for you. And this brings me to point number 3. When you're doing this project, do it as a personal journey. Do it as a personal discovery or rediscovery of who you are in this next chapter of your life and what that actually looks like. Do it because it's bloody fun. Do it because you really, really just enjoy it. And document it. And like I said before, I have done self-portraits myself. Yes, they're hard. Yes, they're difficult. And I love those moments. I love what I created. I love what I saw. I also was inspiring other women to do it for themselves, to pull out their phone and, take their own selfies. Women that wouldn't even do that thing before. I think that's bloody incredible. I think that's inspirational. I think that is amazing. So when it comes to whether you post or whether you don't post, it's up to you. You get to choose. It's your choice. You have the voice. You have the say. That's all it comes down to. Share it or not share it. You decide.